Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there was so little at the time surveys which collected any kind of data on sleep. And partly because of our work and since the early 2000s talking about the importance of sleep, then a number of surveys are now having questions on sleep. So we've now, for example, what's called Understanding Society, or British Household Panel Survey, as it now moved on to become Understanding Society, they now have questions on sleep, which we kind of had some input in, and we did some analysis on those early questions. So there's now a much greater recognition of the importance of sleep for health and well-being, and the importance of collecting data on sleep survey data. So now it's much more possible to do kind of secondary analysis of existing data, which includes something on sleep.
And why hadn't sociologists looked at it before?
I think most people just think it's kind of part of an invisible part of life, and it's interesting because sociologists look at over the last 30 or so years have looked at a lot of everyday behaviour. So sociologists look at leisure, they look at food, and food within the household, and but sleep is not it's kind of everyday, every night behaviours. But in fact, couples very rarely negotiated about sleep because it's if you start talking about your partner's sleep, it's a very critical and intimate thing. That person's criticising my sleep or my snoring or what I do at night, which is beyond my control, and it's almost your kind of it's fundamental to the relationship and so on. So when we did the couples project was totally qualitative project. We initially interviewed couples together by a male and a female interviewer. So we had two interviewers interviewing one couple, and they'd kind of take it in turns to talk. So we wanted gender symmetry, because if you had a woman interviewing the couple, the man might feel, can't say this, and if it's a man interviewing the couple, then the woman might feel whatever. So it's kind of, it was quite important having that. But you'd ask them questions about things like, I don't know, what else, do you snore? And the husband would say, oh yeah, I snore. And the wife, it's tight. Men's snoring is treated very humorously, and all men snore. It's one of those things. Whereas when they ask about the wife, does the woman snore? And the woman would look very sheepish, and say, oh no. And then the man might say, oh, she snores. In a very kind of negative sort of vitriolic way. So then we got on to looking about what is the gendered meaning of snoring.